Hi, good morning in the workshop. I think the farmer's market did well. Wasn't real busy, but I made about $15-20. I don't count it. I just put it in my funds there, and I don't touch it. Never know. But these are the patterns I have uh, that I have been collecting because they are hard to find. And of course, not having Joann Fabrics these days, well, kind of sad actually, because I ordered most of my stuff from them. I have this 1 yard of this, and then I have 1 yard of this, and 1 yard of this. But today we gotta get this workshop clean so I can work on all those 1 yards. These I am going to make into, not sure yet. I need placemats for the pop-up, and I think I'm going to make some placemats. So, yeah. This is one of my favorites here, and it only is one. I only had one of the flat quarters that I purchased, and this right here. This is so lovely, isn't it? And Walmart only had one of these flat quarters. It's called the Outdoors. And anybody knows where I can find some more. So right now, we're cleaning up because this is an absolute horrible mess. The floor is covered. That's how I work, guys. Disney. And, yeah, it's basically how I work. Work goes on the floor. Work goes on the floor. Then at the end, I clean it up. So you can see exactly how it would not work out in the house. And using a shed that is occupied by everyone, or the little barn, makes it hard. So we gotta get to it. So let me put you over here so I'm not in your way and you're not in my way. So let's get to it. It's a song, isn't it? It is. Hi guys. I have these set aside because I love these birds. I think they're absolutely gorgeous, besides hummingbirds. And I've given away most of them. I used to be the person that had all the big fancy holiday dinners. And to be honest with you, I'm not anymore. That's been passed down to my daughter, but she hasn't. She did it a couple times. It is very stressful. So we don't mind going to her extended family, my son-in-law's family, for holidays. So it works out. I don't have to do a big cooking. Or if we just don't want to go, then, you know, it's okay. So here we are. I have these. I have 2, 4, 6. So I have 6 of them. I'm not quite sure what to do with them. I mean, if you got any ideas, I try to, you know, be creative. I try to be creative. Yeah, but I probably could attach them in some sort of way. They're so thick, they can even be a throw carpet. I mean, they are this really thick material. So I'm going to put these off to the side. You guys know, anything I could do with them, you let me know. Now, I have these two. I'm not sure if they are big enough, but I have a table No, it's not big enough. I have a table in my house that needs tablecloth, and actually I want to be with the farm design. I could cut them in half, and then find a way to sew them back together. But someone gave me an idea, and I want your opinion on this too, is to make a square out of one of them, right? That's the center, because it's a round table. You've probably seen it in the dining room. And then basically do the square, and then start adding, you know, the farm. It will be square, it won't be round, but when it hangs over, it will hang over nicely. And then in the center of it, I'm going to attach, you know, the rubber rolls where things don't move. Um, One of these, I have thicker ones. I'm gonna put that in the center so it will not slide on the table. So I do want your opinion on that. So should this be the center? Should this be the center? Now you remember, when I do squares, I do all the way around. It's going to be using these two materials. Yeah, those two materials. And I have mooses and stuff like this, but this is basically chickens and turkeys. So that's how I'm coming to that conclusion. All right. It is a very nice piece of material. I don't even have to do it that way, squaring it all the way around. I could. Well, there's so much I can do. My head is overloaded. So that's why I'm asking. I think it will brighten up the room. The room has dark furniture, gold walls, white, creamy colored that I hate carpet. But yeah, I keep telling my husband, I'm going to make a tablecloth. I'm going to make a tablecloth. I swear, I'm going to make a tablecloth. Haven't done it yet. Or I could make this to be the center of the tablecloth and trim this up a little bit. All right, trim this up a little bit. And then do the outer side with the cows and the chickens. Because this got roosters and corn. Roosters and corn. I know, roosters, corn, cows, and chickens. Can't get no farm life than that. Unless I'm able to find 2 more yards of this, which I have not been able to do. I would love to make a 2-sided tablecloth. Yeah, those are nice too. I love making 2-sided tablecloths. So, yeah, that's my idea of tablecloths. But you please let me know what you think. But these are going to be bowl toppers. For the bowls. So basically I'm taking this, I'm going to make a half circle. This one's going to be a half circle. It's going to be a bowl. However it may be, it's going to be a bowl cover. Outdoorsy, lake, camping. And people like it or don't. I have a bowl in my RV that, I think this would be great for the pop-up. So, because I have bowls, and when I'm cooking, the last thing I want bugs in my bowls. Especially, right? Especially when I'm cooking. All these represent the outside. So, I'm going to make mooses, trees, ponds, fishing. All of these represent the outside. bears, canoes, fishing. Excuse me. They gotta wash these before I do anything else with them. Seriously. And of course, I have my Minnie and Mickey two-sided that I haven't done yet. And terrible, but I haven't got to them yet. Here's another moose. Now you can make these where they're not double-sided, or you can make them double-sided. There you go. I'm putting this out because this is a personal project that has to be done for the pop-up. So, yeah, because one thing is I have a plate. The last thing I want. They're all right here on my little patio, watching me. Okay. It's, you know, flies, bees, shoo, get off that. You know, that kind of thing. If I'm not doing it well, that kind of thing. All right. So I got that. I'm good. Trying to stay with the farm beam. I did find one of the hooks that you replace, kind of bent in the ground by the old pop-up that got taken out. I have to say, it's 15 better days, but I ordered some more clips. Yes, I did, for curtains. So, like I said, I'm going to take the existing curtains down, I'm going to wash them, and then I'm going to basically put a new on top of them because they are blackout curtains. So they will keep the cool air in and the hot air out. So I don't want to replace them with curtains that, and if you can recycle your curtains that way, that's a good thing. So we're going to put all this away. This is my personal, so this is personal time. And then what we will be doing is what we will be doing is taking, I have like 10 yards of this. Hi, sweetheart, what you doing? We have a chicken in the house. I don't know if you can see. We'll be taking this and we're going to be cutting it. And I'm going to cut one today. I'm going to cut one today. We're going to get it started. Okay, cut one today. This is start. Alright, so here we go. This is the first one, right? She's looking at me like y'all fools. Alright. Does not have to be pretty. It's just, now, this is what it's going to make. So basically, this is going to slide in the center. Up this. Well, this will make several actually. And we're going to take this. It really is the width of the sewing machine. Imagine what my facial expressions look like when I'm cutting. So this is one, right? We're going to take another. We're going to make it a little shorter because, guys, this is really thick stuff. We're also going to make some floor sweepers out of it as well. I bought all of this on clearance when Walmart was getting rid of their material section, which broke everybody's heart down here. So that goes in the center. Now it will be trimmed up a bit. Okay, so here we go. Okay, so it goes like this. So you get the idea. This is how I make more than one at one time. Okay, I used to do it individually, but it's not so much fun when you do it that way. And this is where you basically trim it up and get it looking decent, okay? Because you want it all to line up, you want it to be nice and pretty. So, take this, and you want it to be like this, right? So then you want it to be a little longer than this. This is important. Right? Just a little longer. And then when I sew here, and I sew here and here, be a nice tight pocket. So, yeah. Now I know there's people do them so many different ways. But I want to get this at least started. I had to clean up my last week mess. And I did say, hey, I'm going to bring a whole bunch of different stuff. It might not be the same. It's just they look at me, no. And I had a lot of people come up to me wanting to buy my eggs. And I told them, sorry, you have to now apply, take a class, or a paneling class, which that kind of threw me off a little bit. And yeah, a kindling class really did throw me off just a little bit. I'm like, oh, what? I have a machine, an incubator that has that one there. And I'll be honest with you, it's kind of surprising that they wanted that to get the license from Burke County to sell eggs at a farmer's market. So there's only one person selling eggs, which is fine. I don't have a problem with that. Now I will be putting another smaller one on top of maybe if I had a cutting thing that would be nicer looking, I don't know. But what they're being used for, these will outdo any of those things you buy in the store. They last for months. You can throw them in the wash machine. You can throw them in the dryer. They last forever. And that is why I make them cost efficient living is what I call it. I'm not trying to be rude or disrespectful, but you know, the way the world is today, oh, I ran out of this, I gotta go buy more. It's all throwaway. Well, I'm done with that political. But that's why I make my own stuff. And I've had people go, why won't you just, right, sell it? So, you know, I'm not into that. But then, you know what? Why not? So, why not? Why not? you trim them up a bit. It's important to trim them up a bit. You want them to be as close, as accurate. And I do use a scrap for many things. So, like this can go right in the center, guys. So I'm going to show you exactly what I'm talking about. Because this is really soft, nice material. Alright, this is just for fun, guys. Just for fun. Oh! Put it down, Donna. Just goes. Alright, so there's what it kind of looks like. I'm just giving you an example. Beep, dip, but alright. Don't get it in there. So I haven't done the two sides yet, but there we go. So then you're going to take this. We'll pull it out, okay? There we go. Now, I have to still sew this side. You get the idea. I'm going to finish it up. So y'all get the idea. Trim it up. I'm not really using a straight stitch. It has a little design to it, but it's real fine. Stronger stitch. Alright, now this is where it gets fun and creative. I don't have a pair of those scissors that got the funny things on the end, but I know people that use them. Alright, so we want to go here. We want to make sure this is fine. Backwards. Alright, cool. Yeah, I took it back to the beginning. Alright, so here it is. There it is. Boop, I missed one. Happens. Oh, there we go. Maybe not. Okay, here we go. Sometimes they're a little tight, but I want them tight because I don't want them to come off. There it is. So then we take and we cut. We don't cut the center because we don't want to cut that part. That's what holds it all together. Don't want to cut this part, not at all. This is what I will be working on all week for next week's farmer market. Oh, and you know, one thing people ask me for, and I have them for myself, I'm going to make bottle openers. So there it is. Isn't that cutesy? It is cutesy. Got a little flap at the end so you can get in there and not be hitting anything with a hard piece. So, I mean, I know a lot of them, they cut them off at this end, but I like having that little extra. So, there you go. Good. I like things looking nice. Even though it's not going to look nice after I start using it. So, there we go. Boom. Boom, boom. Ta-da. And it is, oh God, it is so soft. So that's it. So, please, be patient with me. They are coming out. Now, you, like I said, they will be posted on my Myers Farm Stand page. But I wanted you to see them. Yeah, all you have to do if you want any is to message me. The price will be there. They come in a pair of 2. Okay? 2. They're $5 a set. But they last forever. And they're really, I like them because and they do great jobs. I started making these with a different type of material and go, I gotta do better. And there. Now let me put this away. Let me turn off this. Take my garbage out. See how much material I have to make? And I have a whole nother one up there. So everybody makes their own way. So that is this week's project. And I have 2 of these. Now, I don't sell these, okay? Most people have them because they bought something to go dusting with. These actually were mine. I bought it from the dollar store. And, well, it came with that fuzzy thing inside that kept falling off when I was using it. And once I used it, I threw it away because that's what kind of world it is. And for 2 of this and that, it was $8. So I don't sell these. I wish I knew where to find these. I probably would. But then this makes this cost go up. And I'm here to save you money. Even buying it with this and 2 will be $10. Now that I think about it, I'm still saving you money because this, all you have to do is throw it in the wash machine, throw it in the dryer, rinse it out, put it back on. It's good to go. Lasts for months. So that is my sewing tip of the day. Thank you for joining me on my cleaning up and getting ready for the next project. Hope to see you soon.